Thank you, Ms. Chan, for the great presentation. Okay, now, so let us move to the next point, which is the framework of Future Leaders Kindergarten. Okay, so Future Leaders Kindergarten have been designed to ensure development of children growth holistically. Okay, if you see it from my view, it looks like a cylinder, right, with two layers, the blue color and also the green color layer. Okay, so let us move to the first layer, okay, the blue one. So it is the inner circle. Okay, the blue one is the inner circle. So the inner circle is the adults who directly or indirectly involved in the children's learning. For example, parents, teachers, and also non-academic staff. Okay, these adults are very important, okay, in children's learning. Why? Because they should collaborate with another to maximize the learning of young children. Okay, so let us move to the second layer, the green layer. So the green layer is the learning context that enrich the learning experience of children in this kindergarten. So what kind of approach that is being implemented in Future Leaders Kindergarten? Okay, so they are using high scope approach. Okay, high scope approach have been implemented in this kindergarten according to the diversity of the children. Okay, next. Okay, the 21st century skills have been also emphasized in this kindergarten to reach the objective of promoting holistic development in cognitive, psychomotor, and social-emotional. The design of curriculum was inspired by multiple intelligence and VUC learning model, which aim to meet the needs of each child based on their strength and also learning style. So what are subjects that is being taught in this Future Leaders Kindergarten? Okay, they have languages, mathematics, science, art and craft, moral and also agama. Okay, so let us move to the next slide. Okay, let me move myself first. Okay, I'll be here. Okay, so what are the subjects that is being taught in Future Leaders Kindergarten? So for languages, okay, they teach 3 languages in Future Leaders Kindergarten, which are English, Malay, and also Mandarin. Okay, next is mathematics. So mathematics and science is being taught the early concept. For example, early mathematics concept, we have addition, subtraction, root counting, and so on. And science, they teach more to scientific skills. For example, observing, investigating, and also experimenting. Okay, next is art and craft. Okay, art and craft is also being taught in this kindergarten to enrich the aesthetic value of children to the world of art. Next, moral and agama. So moral subject is for non-Muslim children, whereas agama subject is for Muslim children. Okay, which the aim of this moral and agama subject is to promote pro-social behavior. And last one is the 21st century skills. Okay, so these 21st century skills involving critical thinking, problem solving, and also reasoning skills. Okay. Okay, next, let us move to the learning approach and theories that influence program models. Okay, so high scope. What we know about high scope? So high scope is being designed to provide a decision making framework. Okay, which means teachers plan the lesson to reflect the needs and interests of their students. And also, when we talk about high scope, they are using plan, do, review approach. Okay, so in this kindergarten, this approach is being modified according to the needs of children in terms of cultural differences. Okay, thus the teacher played a role by preparing the environment and the objective of each lesson, children as the planner of the activity by following the objective that have been set up by teacher. Okay, and this is to train the children to be the future leader by planning the activity just as the name of kindergarten. Okay, so next, let us move to the next point, learning approach and theories that influence program models. So when we talk about multiple intelligence, of course they are using Gardner's theory. So in this kindergarten, they are focusing more on 8 multiple intelligence, okay, which are linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, naturalist, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, and also intrapersonal. Okay, so I guess everyone know what is linguistic and etc. But I'm going to give a brief explanation only. Okay, so linguistic is the ability to analyze information and create products involving oral and written language, for example, speeches, books, and also memos. Logical mathematical is ability to develop equations and proofs, make calculation and solve abstract problems. Spatial is an ability to recognize and manipulate large scale and fine-grained spatial images. Musical is the ability to produce, remember and make meaning of different patterns of sounds. Naturalist is the ability to identify and distinguish among different types of plants, animals, and weather informations that are found in the natural world. Bodily kinesthetic is the ability to use one's body to create products or solve problems. Interpersonal is the ability to recognize and understand other people's moods, desires, motivations, and intentions. And lastly, intrapersonal is the ability to recognize and understand one's own moods, desires, motivations, and also intentions. Okay, so let us move to the VARK learning theory. Okay. So, learning approach and theories that influence program models. Okay, one of it is the VARK learning theory, VARK. So, V stand for visual, A stand for auditory or oral, R stand for reading and writing, and lastly is kinesthetic. Okay, so the individual, according to Othman and Emiruddin, 2010, individual learning style is the style or learning methods used in the process of learning. Okay, so future leaders aim to develop children's learning holistically and have implemented the model of VARK. Okay, so let us move to the next point, which is the power of play. So when we talk about play, I love to share with all of you a famous quote by Vygotsky to show the power of play. Okay, he stated that in play, a child is always above his average age, above his daily behavior. In play, it is as though he were a head taller than himself. As in the focus of a magnifying glass, play contains all developmental tendencies in a condensed form. In play, it is as though the child were trying to jump above the level of his normal behavior. Okay, so in short, we can say that play is an very efficient vehicle to deliver academic concepts and skills to kindergarten. Okay, so I would like to share what the teachers in Futures Leaders Kindergarten do during indoor play and also outdoor play. So, okay, during indoor play, the teacher present a shadow storytelling about animals under the sea. So, what happened here? Children will be able to think the shape of the animals in form of shadow using their existing scheme. So, children will eagerly participating in storytelling to guess the shadow of animals through the play-based storytelling. Okay, another example for outdoor play, the teachers in Future Leaders Kindergarten, okay, they bring the children to the outside of the kindergarten, okay, and ask them to explore about the nature. So what happened there? Children able to have motivation to explore about the ants, grass, and even color of the flowers during the exploration. So through this exploration, it will trigger inquiry skills of young children in the process of scheme formation. So I guess that's all from me. Please stay tuned and let us continue with our next presenter, Miss Mimi.